I've been wondering whether I could make a tent for my van. This is the Ford Transit Connect. It's kind of a mini van. It's really designed originally as a cargo van, very popular in Europe, then it came to the United States. I have the passenger version. It will seat 7 people, but you can fold down all these seats and it makes this nice cargo floor. It's big enough for a double wide air mattress and a couple people to sleep. And the tailgate, when it's up, has headroom. So my idea is, can we put a big canopy over that and create a room that's sort of attached to the Transit Connect? Can we connect to the Connect? I'm standing under the tailgate and you can see I have a fair amount of headroom there. So we actually tried draping a parachute over this tailgate, which is really, quite large, much larger than you'd find on a standard SUV. And actually, even a parachute just draped over the sides of the tailgate made a really nice extra room. And I started thinking about, well, how can we make that, a little less susceptible to the wind blowing? And then I saw these pop-up canopies and also the side walls that go on them. So what I'm going to do is an experiment here. We just got the pop-up canopy. I've had some of these side walls. A new set I found at a garage sale quite a while ago at a nice discount. So I'm going to see if we can park the rear end of my car into the front door of a 10 by 10 canopy and create a little, I don't know, what do you call it, living room for our minivan, our minivan. And this is what we want to connect to the Connect. As the sign says, 10 foot by 10 foot pop-up canopy, your standard thing. I haven't opened it yet, but it has a handle and it has, skating around, has some wheels. Well, it comes packed in a nice tidy little case. I bet I can't squeeze it back into there. I am impressed, however. I have quite a slope in my driveway and the thing is just sitting upright. It's, it's very tall and heavy, so I don't know how well it's going to work when it's open, but closed, it's nicely balanced. And $59 with a coupon at Harbor Freight. Actually, a lot of places these days have pop-up type things like this for 60 bucks or so. I've set a stopwatch to see how long it's going to take me to set up this thing by myself without reading instructions. I would read the instructions, but I'd probably get booted out of the Guy Club next week or suspended again. Okay, these are War of the World's creatures. It took me just under 9 minutes to get this thing assembled. I think, knowing what I do now, I could probably cut that in half. So I've got the canopy up. It's actually pretty easy. They have these little hook and loop Velcro straps all around. I didn't even hook those, but I hooked them on the poles. So the one thing I worried about was the clearance, and in fact that is sitting on top of the van right now. You can see the legs. Let's go over here under the sunlight. The legs don't quite reach the ground. It'd be pretty easy to make some extenders out of PVC. What I'm going to see right now is if I can actually open up the tailgate like this. So there's our Transit Connect with the very rear end of it tucked inside the canopy, or tucked underneath the canopy. Let's see if we can put it inside the canopy. Well, there it is with the sides on. It took me about 13 minutes to do that, on top of whatever other time it was to put up the frame and the top. Really, for a first time thing, really not too bad. Let's check out the room. And first of all, what it was designed for, what it was hoped to be doing, is housing a van. It's wider than the van. So this is the back end of it. One of the 4 panels has a zipper on it. I've got 3 panels up. There's a little space on this side also. There's space on the other side. And I have a 4th panel. And I'm thinking I may take pieces of that and cut them to fit these openings, and then maybe do something with magnets over here to secure one end of that to the car. Here it is, opened up. Got the zipper open. And that side is just clipped up on the pole. Put a couple of chairs in here. And I moved the canopy over so that its one wall touches the van. That gives a wider space on the other side, and with a panel hung on there, that'll be a second doorway, another way to get the airflow through here. Yeah, that makes a nice doorway. I have a net in my van because I usually use it to haul around cargo, boxes of stuff for my business, and that's to keep everything from sliding out and falling on your foot when you open up the tailgate. And yeah, somebody had that happen to him. I won't say who I am, but so safety first. There are big flaps at the bottom, which is good. Need to figure out something simple to carry that can be used to lay on those and just keep them weighted down. This end of the canopy rests on the roof. I've got just a piece of cardboard and some foam underneath that right now. I think one of those, my wife suggested one of those big pool noodles, maybe sliced down the middle or something, might fit over the edge and just work really nice for that. But actually, if I raise the feet up a bit, this won't be resting on the car, then I could use a looser piece of, maybe just still use the noodle to kind of provide a weather-tight seal there.
Oh, that's charming. Yes, that's really nice. I like it.
So, this is a room addition to a Ford Transit Connect.
Yes, it is. It sure is. You could play a game of cards here, or you could have dinner here. You could transact business here.
Surf the web.
Yes.
So we've made the room a little bit bigger by moving it out a bit.
Yes.
So this close to 100 square feet here.
Yes.
And you have front and back doors.